Mataji, can I start with the pranam mantras?
Yes, Vaishnavi, you can start now.
Okay. One second. Yeah. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपाय कदा मह्यं ददान्ति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे। Mataji, today is the Shikshastakam or Gita Mahatmya, Mataji.
Yesterday you did Shishastakam, no?
Yes,
Yeah,
Mataji.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, today you can do Gita Mahatmya. I think Saroja Mataji may not join today. Only you two people are there.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay,
Then
Mataji.
I will read the sloka and she will read the translation, Mataji.
Yeah, anything is okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyhow, it's fine.
श्री विष्णुरुवाच प्रारब्धं भुज्यमानो हि गीताभ्यासारता सदा समुक्ता स सुखी लोके कर्मणा नोपलिप्यते।
Lord Vishnu said, though engaged in the performance of worldly duties, one who is regular in the study of Gita becomes free. He is the happy man in this world. He is not bound by karma.
महापापादिपापानि गीताध्यानं करोति चेत् क्वचित् स्पर्शं न कुर्वन्ति नलिनीदलमम्बुवत्।
Just as the water stains not the lotus leaf, even so sins do not taint him who is regular in the recitation of the Gita.
गीताया पुस्तकं यत्र यत्र पाठः प्रवर्तते तत्र सर्वाणि तीर्थानि प्रयागादीनि तत्र वै।
Sorry, here there is a power cut. Which sloka?
Fourth one.
Okay. All the sacred centers of pilgrimage, like Prayag and the other places, dwell in that place where the Gita is kept and where the Gita is read.
सर्वे देवश्च ऋषयो योगिना पानगश्च ये गोपाला गोपिका वापि नारदोद्धव पार्षदै।
All the gods, sages, yogins, divine servants, gopalas, gopikas, who are the friends and devotees of Lord Krishna, Narada, Uddhava, and others dwell here.
सहायो जायते शीघ्रं यत्र गीता प्रवर्तते यत्र गीता विचाराश्च पठनं पाठनं श्रुतं तत्राहं निश्चितं पृथ्वी निवसामि सदैव हि।
Help comes quickly where the Help comes quickly where the Gita is recited, and O earth, I ever dwell where it is read, heard, taught, and
Contemplated, no? Okay.
Vaishnavi.
Yes, yes, yes. Read this one.
Yes. I take refuge in help comes. I've
This one.
already read. That's already
No, I
done, right?
didn't. No, you did not read and contemplated upon, no.
Oh, is it? Then maybe network issue. Taught and contemplated upon.
Yeah. Gita Shrayeham Tishtami. Gita me chottamam griham. Gita Gnanam Upashritya. Trinokan Palayamyaham.
I take refuge in Gita, and Gita is my best abode. I protect the three worlds with knowledge of Gita.
गीता मे परमा विद्या ब्रह्मरूपा न संशयः अर्धमात्राक्षरा नित्या स्वनिर्वच्या पदात्मिका.
The Gita is my highest science, which is doubtless of the form of Brahman, the eternal, the Ardhamatra of the Pranava Om, the ineffable splendor of the self.
चिदानन्देन कृष्णेन प्रोक्ता स्वामुखतोऽर्जुन वेदत्रयी परानन्दा तत्त्वार्था ज्ञानसंयुता.
It was spoken by the blessed Lord Krishna, the all-knowing, through his own mouth to Arjuna. It contains the essence of the Vedas, the knowledge of the reality. It is full of supreme bliss.
याष्टादशा जपे नित्यं नरो निश्चलमानसः ज्ञानसिद्धिं स लभते ततो याति परं पदम्.
He who recites the 18 chapters of Bhagwat Gita daily with pure and unshaken mind attains perfection in knowledge and reaches the highest state or supreme goal.
पाठे अस्मर्थ सम्पूर्णं ततोर्धं पाठमाचरेत् तदा गोदानजं पुण्यं लभते नात्र संशयः.
If complete reading is not possible, even if only half is read, he attains benefit of giving a cow as gift. There is no doubt about this.
त्रिभागं पठमानस्तु गङ्गास्नानं फलं लभेत् षडंशं जपमानस्तु सोमयागफलं लभेत्.
He who recites one third part of it achieves the merit of bath in the sacred river Ganges, and who recites 1/6 of it attains the merit of performing a soma sacrifice, a kind of ritual.
एकाध्यायं तु यो नित्यं पठते भक्तिसंयुता रुद्रलोकम् अवाप्नोति गणो भूत्वा वसेच्चिरम्.
That person who reads one discourse with supreme faith and devotion attains to the world of Rudra, and having become a Gana, an attendant of Lord Shiva, lives there for many years.
अध्यायं श्लोकपादं वा नित्यं या पठते नराः स याति नरतां यावान् मन्वन्तरं वसुन्धरे.
If one reads a discourse or even part of a verse daily, he, O earth, retains a human body till the end of a manvantara, which is 71 Mahayugas or 308,448,000 years.
गीताया श्लोकदशकं सप्तपञ्चचतुष्टयं द्वौ त्रिणीकं तदार्धं वा श्लोकानां यः पठे नरः चन्द्रलोकम् अवाप्नोति वर्षाणामयुतं ध्रुवं गीतापाठा समायुक्तो मृतो मानुषतां व्रजेत्.
Repeats 10, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2 verses, or even one or half of it, attains the region of the moon and lives there for 10,000 years. Accustomed, accustomed to the daily study of the Gita, a dying man comes back to life again as a human being.
गीताभ्यासं पुनः कृत्वा लभते मुक्तिमुत्तमां. गीतेत्युच्चारसंयुक्तो म्रियमाणो गतिं लभेत्.
By repeated study of the Gita, he attains liberation, uttering the word Gita at the time of the death. A person attains liberation.
गीतार्थः श्रवणासक्तो महापापायुतोऽपि वा वैकुण्ठं समवाप्नोति विष्णुना सह मोदते.
Though full of sins, one who is ever intent of hearing the meaning of Gita goes to the kingdom of the God and rejoices with Lord Vishnu.
गीतार्थं ध्यायते नित्यं कृत्वा कर्माणि भूरिशः जीवन्मुक्तः स विज्ञेयो देहान्ते परमं पदम्.
He who meditates on the meaning of the Gita, having performed many virtuous actions, attains the supreme goal after death. Such an individual should be considered a true Jivan Mukti.
गीतामाश्रित्य बहवो भूभुजो जनकादया निर्धूता कल्मषालोके गीतायातः परं पदम्.
In this world, taking refuge in the Gita, many kings like Janaka and others reach the highest state or goal, purified of all sins.
गीताया पठनं कृत्वा महात्म्यं नैव यः पठेत् वृथा पाठो भवेत् तस्य श्रमा एवाह्युदाहृता.
One who fails to read this glory of the Gita, after having read the Gita, loses the benefit thereby, and the effort alone remains.
एतन्माहात्म्यसंयुक्तं गीताभ्यासं करोति यः स तत्फलमवाप्नोति दुर्लभां गतिमाप्नुयात्.
Who studies the Gita together with this glory of the Gita attains the fruits mentioned above and reaches the state which otherwise very difficult to attain.
Yeah, 1 second, I'll share the sloka. Not this. Yeah, this one. Yeah. अन्तकाले च मामेवा स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं या प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः.
Hare Krishna Lake.
Hare Krishna, I need help.
Okay. Antakale cha mameva
Mam eva
smaran
muktva
kalevaram
kalevaram
yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayah,
and whatever at the time of death quits his body, remembering me alone at once, my nature of this there is no doubt. Yes. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam त्यजत्यन्ते कलेवरं तं तमेवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावभावितः.
Hare Krishna Amna.
Yes, Mataji. Yam yam va sarvadam mavam aneta kalevaram tam tam evita. One second, Mataji. Tam tam evita kaunteya sada tata bhava bhavatiha.
Do you
Hare
want help
Krishna.
to read? Amya, the shloka was not so clear. Can you repeat it?
Mataji.
The shloka you told was not so clear. Can you repeat it?
Yes, Mataji. Yam yam vapi samarnan bhavam
It is
janate
smaran bhavam. Amya, it is smaran bhavam.
smaran bhavam.
Yes.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam janate ante kalevaram tam
It is
tam
1 minute. Amya,
kauntai
tyajatyante.
yajatante.
See, Tyajat is one word.
Tyajati ante it is.
Yajati ante. Okay.
Yeah.
Yam
You
yam
can
yam
continue.
vapi smaran bhavam जनयन्ति केवरं तमिति कौन्तेय सता भवति हरे कृष्ण माताजी
It is sada tad
सदा
bhavitaha.
सदा
Yes.
तत् भविताः ओके माताजी
Bhava bhavitaha.
भाविता सदा तदा भाविताः ओके
Can you read
माताजी
the translation?
Yes, Mataji. Whatever state of being one remembers when when he quits his body, that state he will attain without fail. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, Hare
Vaishnavi?
Krishna.
Vaishnavi, just a minute. I think nobody is joining because we are not sharing the link in the group. I think they don't know.
But we every day the same link, no?
Most of the people like me don't know. Yesterday also I waited for so much of time. Then I thought, oh, it will be the same link.
Okay, then you post the link. We will post the link every day. You're not an admin, no, in that group. Forgot.
Yeah, I am not an admin there. Because maybe the participants don't know that it is the same link.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, we'll continue or you'll post it and come back?
We'll continue.
Okay.
Yeah. तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु मामनुस्मरयुध्य च मयि अर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्मामे वैश्यस्य संशयः.
Okay. Hare Krishna Prarthana. I think participants, you don't need to raise your hand. As you're less, we'll randomly unmute.
Okay, ma'am. तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु मामनुस्मरयुध्य च मयि अर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्मामे वैश्यस्य संशयाः. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without a doubt. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Ananyacheta satatam yo mam smarati nityasaha tasyaham surabha partha nityayuktasya yoginaha.
Hare Krishna Aniket.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Can you read the shloka, please?
I need help.
Okay. Ananyachetaha
Ananyachetaha
satatam
satatam
yo mam smarati
यो मां स्मरति
नित्यशः
नित्यशः तस्याहं
सुलभः पार्थ
सुलभः पार्थ नित्ययुक्तस्य योगिनः. For one who remembers me without deviation, I am easy to obtain, O son of Partha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. मामुपेत्या पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयमशाश्वतं नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धिं परमां गतः.
Hare Krishna. Lake.
Hare Krishna, I need help.
Okay. Mamupetya punarjanma
दुःखालयं
ashashvatam napnuvanti
महात्मानः
samsiddhim
संसिद्धिं
paramam gataha.
Paramangatah. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to the temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. Hare Krishna. Mataji. Hare Krishna. Brahma bhuvana loka punaravartinarjuna mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanma na vidyate.
Hare Krishna. Chandan.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Can you read the shloka?
Yeah Mataji, but I need help.
Okay. Brahma bhuvanalokaha
Punaravartino Arjuna mamupetyato kaunteya
punarjanma na vidyate.
From the
Read the
highest
translation.
planet in the material world down to the lowest, all the are places of misery wherein repeated birth and death take place, but one who attains to my abode, a son of Kunti, never takes birth again. Hare Krishna Mataji. वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानमुपैति चाद्यम्.
Okay. Hare Krishna Subramanyam.
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, sorry for not coming those days, Mataji, because there was a heavy celebration. Yes, Mataji. Vedeshu yajneshu tapashu chaiva daneshu yat punya phalam pradishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam देवी योगी परम स्थानमुपैति चाद्य. Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Mataji, sorry
Translation.
once again. Sorry once again.
Translation. Subramanyam.
Oh, okay, Mataji. A person who accepts the path of devotional not boast of the results derived from studying the Vedas, performing master sacrifices, giving charity, or pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. At the end, he reaches the supreme abode. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. We will do one more round because Mataji did not come.
Yeah, Vaishnavi, you just
I'm
posted
joining
that.
Vaishnavi.
Mataji, yeah, Mataji.
I'm joining. Meanwhile, you can go for one more round repetition.
Okay, Mataji. One
Mataji.
second.
Okay, she got it.
Mataji, since there are less participants, we can unmute all the participants. I will say one line, they can repeat, no, Mataji, like that can we do?
Yes, you can do it.
Okay, Mataji.
Mataji, I think we need to post the link every day because
Yeah, please post it, no, once in the group.
Mataji, I am not the admin of the group, so I cannot do it.
Oh, you're there in the group?
I am there in the group, Mataji, but I'm not the admin.
I'll make it now. I'll make you now.
Okay, Mataji, then we'll go for one more round.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, yes, Vaishnavi.
Okay, I asked all to unmute.
Okay, Mataji.
Antakale cha mameva. Smaran muktva kalevaram. Ya prayati samadbhavam. Yati nastyatra samshayah. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam. Tyajatyante kalevaram.
Vaishnavi, I think better we go unmuting a person because it is echoing.
Oh, for me it is not so. I didn't realize that.
No, I think students want to chant solo. They're raising their hands.
Okay then. Because I thought everyone would get chance, so I did like that. Okay, we'll mute all of them then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Vaishnavi, you'll chant or shall I directly unmute?
Do directly unmute.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Artrika.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Chant the shloka.
8.7. 6.
Okay. 6.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam yajat ante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha. Wherever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, that state he will attain without fail.
Sorry.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Who was that? Oh, Artrika itself.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Shall we start with summary then?
Okay Mataji.
Sure, Mataji.
Yeah.
Yeah Mataji, I
You
should
stay
say
back.
something.
Yes, yes. For 9 types of bhakti and all. Yes, who
Yes.
wanted to say yesterday's summary? So everybody is enjoying Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations.
Yes Mataji.
So busy, busy. Evening times are busy. Yes. Yes, Nikita.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yesterday we learned the chapter 7, Jnana
Hmm.
Vijnana Yoga.
Hmm.
In that first, Lord Krishna told you should practice yoga and you have to concentrate on me.
Hmm.
And the regulative principles are 4: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex.
No relationship outside
Means
marriage.
Krishna is the God and he is a person.
Hmm.
Okay, Mataji.
Oh.
There is nobody superior to. And Krishna said that I am the sound in ether and ability in man. I am the taste of water, light of sun and moon. And next we have learned some of the stories, Mataji.
Yes.
Gajendra and crocodile. Gajendra is the mode of goodness and crocodile is the Rajoguna. That Gajendra will pray to Narayana and the Narayana will come to save. And at the last, crocodile will be killed. Next, second one is Draupadi Vastavarna Mataji. Draupadi is the pure devotee of Lord Krishna. That at last she will pray to Krishna and Krishna will save by giving the cloth. Next one is Parikshit Maharaj Mataji, about Parikshit Maharaj. Next, Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruv Maharaj is the son of Uttam and
Tanapada.
Surichi. Surichi is the mother. He will pray to Narada Muni. He will take blessings from Narada Muni and Surichi to go to forest. He will survive by eating the leaves and all. And at last, he will take all the blessings of Narayana. The Narayana will be acknowledged. Hare Krishna Mataji, this is the summary.
Yeah. Very nice. Beautifully said. Subramaniam.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare
Sorry,
Krishna.
Mataji, I could not attend the class.
No problem. No problem. But
I missed you too much, Mataji.
no issue. Now that Ganapati season is there, no, everybody is enjoying Nimajjanam, some programs. So I understand.
Yes, Mataji, I don't know that there was a celebration. Suddenly it came, Mataji.
No, even I am going. The local deity in our colony also they have kept. So I told after Bhagwat Gita class I'm going to attend. So likewise, I'm also attending every day.
Oh, Mataji. So sorry, Mataji, I could.
No, sorry. Okay. Everybody has got the freedom to enjoy to their this thing. And you people are very young. You have to follow your parents' instruction. That's fine. Come on. Say
No,
the summary
Mataji,
of
but
yesterday's class.
No, Mataji. That one only.
No problem. You can say it now.
No, Mataji, I just raised my hand for this only.
Okay, fine. Hare
I
Krishna.
wanted to say sorry.
No, sorry. No, sorry. You are all Vaishnavas kids. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
So no, sorry. Hare Krishna. Yes, Aratrika.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yesterday we learned about we should remember Krishna in all the states. Like yesterday we learned Krishna is the taste of water, he is the light of sun and moon, and he is the syllable Om. And we learned he is the smell of the ether.
Very nice. The points which other people have missed it, you have highlighted. Very nice. Hare Krishna. Yes, Ameya.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, I was not able to attend the yesterday's class because Ganpati Puja was there,
Yeah.
and I was thinking that it would end very soon. But the puja and all the bhajans were going till 12 a.m. It ended
Yes.
12 a.m. So
Everywhere it
also
is the
I know.
same, everywhere it is the same. It was going till midnight.
We were saying that let's end the end, but after that we forgot the time and it ended at 12, so that I was not able to attend the class also. Plus,
No problem. But whatever it is, attendance key will be posted only in the group, You will
yes,
be missing on that. Forget about the class. You can see it in the YouTube
okay,
recording and all. But attendance key and because at the end, you should get the certificate. No, if you miss on that, you will miss on the attendance key, likewise the quiz and the certificate. Please take care of that, at least
okay,
for a few minutes. Maybe for 10-15 minutes, you log in once the class. I am binding of class very early only. I'm not taking lengthy also. So at least you assign somebody who can note down the attendance key by logging into the Zoom account, even if you're not there. Even if you don't want to attend also, just log in, make a note of the attendance key. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yes. Yashas and Hare Krishna. Yashas. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, Vaishnava is the fragrance of the earth and the sound of the ether. He is the syllable Om. Yes, Mataji, that's it.
Yeah. Today also we got interesting stories, Yeah.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yes, Nikita.
Mataji, pranama mantras.
Okay, fine then. Yes, you can start saying the pranam mantra.
Okay, Mataji. Sorry. Om Ajnantarmirantasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपाय कदा मह्यं ददान्ति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्यकवि सतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण माताजी।
Hare Krishna. Yes, Aratvika.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prarthana.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, can I say the pranam mantras?
Yes.
Om Tirmandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmiritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaya Kadamahyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prithaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashata Deshatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Aratrika, what happened again? You didn't-
Mataji, why can't we add Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi and this Vancha Kalpatarupasya He?
Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya, we are doing at the end.
Yes,
Once we are
Mataji.
closing.
Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi and He
Yeah.
Krishna.
We'll extend more. We have to do the summary. I think some people have done the summary. We have to quick recap. We have to do the course. It'll take time, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. So, welcome you all to 18 Days Bhagavad Gita course, and today we are going to learn about chapter number 8, Akshara Brahma Yoga, also called as Attaining the Supreme. Yes, before proceeding further, I just wanted you people to have a quick recap what exactly we have learned over the past 7 days. Okay, so chapter number 1 is Introduction to Bhagavad Gita, where Dhritarashtra is inquiring, his secretary Sanjay is narrating, and Arjuna is speaking to Lord Krishna. And end of first chapter, he is indecisive and he's compassionate towards his own people. He don't want to go for the war. So likewise, he's totally in a confused state of mind. Second chapter is a summary of Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna will start telling Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, because Arjuna will surrender on to Krishna and he will ask him to accept him as his disciple. That's when Lord Krishna start telling Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, and he will clear one thing, that you are unnecessarily weeping over the things which are temporary. So what are the things which are temporary? The body which we are carrying is the temporary one. What are the permanent thing? The soul which is there inside the body is the permanent thing. So third chapter is about the Karma Yoga. So as per the Varnashrama Dharma, Arjuna being a Kshatriya, his duty is to go for the war, because now that the situation is there to fight against the Kaurava. So he can't come like a coward person, come back, because he is a celebrity, and whatever he does, the common men follow. So he has to go forward and lead an example, so that others follow him. So Lord Krishna will say, either way you are benefited, because if you are going to die in the war, you will go to the heaven directly. If you win the war, then you will get the kingdom. Likewise, you can enjoy the kingdom. So fourth chapter, Lord Krishna will say history about the Bhagavad Gita, where to whom all he has imparted this knowledge in the past. And fifth chapter, Karma Yoga and Krishna consciousness. Whatever the karma we are doing, we should do it by not getting attached to the results of it. So we have to do it as a sacrifice to the Lord. Coming to the sixth chapter is about the Dhyana Yoga, where we have to meditate upon the Lord. And that's how we can progress further in the bhakti. The first 6 chapters are the introductory chapters, also called as the Karma Yoga chapters, where Lord Krishna is preparing Arjuna to impart him the most knowledgeable thing to progress in the spirituality, that is Bhakti Yoga. So at the end of 6th chapter, he will give a hint about the Bhakti Yoga, and he'll also say as per the what you have to do to progress further in the Bhakti. Coming to yesterday's chapter is about the Jnana Vijnana Yoga. As you all have explained it, a little bit progress in the Bhakti, where Lord will explain, like he is there in all the Panchabhuta, and at the same time, once you surrender yourself to the Lord, he will come to the rescue whenever the situation arises. We have cited few examples like Gajendra Moksha, Draupadi Vastravarnam, all those things. So, little more beyond that, we will learn today. What is that? Akshara Brahma Yoga. So, what exactly the conversation has moved forward between Lord Krishna and Arjuna, we will see today. How can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? So this is a very valid question Arjuna is asking Lord Krishna. Antakale cha mameva smaran mukta kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atta samsaya. And whoever at the time of death quit his body, remembering me alone, at once attain my nature of this, there is no doubt. So this is a picture of Bhishma Pitamaha. As you all know, he was laid on the bed of arrows on the 11th day of the war. Okay. And a brief story about Bhishma Pitamaha. It is next to impossible to kill Bhishma Pitamaha. That is the reason why Duryodhana was a sure shot that he's going to win the war. So he is also called as a Gangaputra, and is the 8th son born to Shantanu and Ganga Maya. And there's a small story behind that. So one day, the Shantanu will be going towards, he'll be going as a king, he'll go to the forest, and he will see a beautiful lady who is moving around near the riverside. So after seeing her, he will fall in love with that lady, and he will ask her, like, will you marry me? So she says immediately yes, and she will keep one condition. See, I'll marry you with only one condition, that whatever I do after marriage, you should not question me. The moment you question me, why are you doing this, I'm going to leave you and go. So he will accept for that whatever she has asked for, and they will marry. Likewise, they will have kids one by one. The moment the kids are born to that lady, what she used to do is she used to come and dump near the Ganga river. Likewise, she has dumped all the 7th kid. The 8th kid will be the Shantanu, what is it, Bhishma Pitama. So also called as a Devavrata. Okay. After he has taken the vow, his name has been called as a Bhishma Pitamaha. So once the 8th child is born, similarly what she does is she will carry that child along with her to dump it in the river Ganga. So Shantanu, the king, will be restless. He will come to the rescue of the child, and he will ask, why did you do this? So she, and knowing that he has given her a vow that he will never ask her whatever she is doing, but he was helpless, because she has dumped all the 7 kids in the river, and he couldn't stop out of love for his child. So when he asked that, she says, now that the time has come for me to leave this place. So she will say the small story that all the kids, they are the form of a lord, which have Saptarshi, because of some curse in the past. They have been cursed to be born in the womb of a Ganga Maya, and they'll be without taking the further step in the material life. Their life have to be ended by dumping in the Ganga river. But Devavrata, who is the 8th son of Santanu and Ganga Maya, will be saved by the words of the father. Likewise, what she does is she will take son with him, and she will impart whatever the required knowledge, let it be an administration, archery, military science, or whatnot, everything. So she will make him a perfect person. So one day, Devaravrata will come to Bhuloka, and he will be roaming around near the riverside. So his father will recognize him as his son, and he will say, are you Gangaputra? Then he says yes. Then Ganga will reappear, and she will say, yes, he's your son. So he will plead her to give his son back. So she says yes. Now that he is full-fledged in everything, he has completed his education and training, you can take him along with you. So likewise, once Gangamaya hand over Devarvata to Shantanu, Shantanu will take him to his kingdom, and he was most eligible bachelor then. He was about to get married, or like he's of that age and all. One day, what he while he was going in a forest or nearby place, he will see a woman, a small lady, a young beautiful lady who is riding a boat. He will fall in love with that lady, so he wanted to marry her. So with that intention, he will go to the lady's house and he will ask her father, will you give your daughter? I want to marry her. So his father denies, and he says, no, if she marries you, she cannot, her kids cannot be the king of your Kuru dynasty. So likewise, he will not accept it. So he will try his level first, but his father will not, her father will not accept for the marriage. So he will go and he will plead his father that this is all the condition what the girl's father has put. So why don't you marry her, so that whatever the kids she is kids born out of you people will become the king of this Kuru dynasty. So likewise, on that day, just to sacrifice, he sacrificed his love for the and he will take a vow that he will remain as a brahmachari for the lifetime. So then his name will be changed from Devrata to Bhishma Pitamaha, and all the demigods will shower flowers from the sky. Okay, so from that day onwards, he remained single, and he was taking care of the family, and he was taking care of the Kuru dynasty, everything and all. So later wise, his the son who are born to the lady and his father, so they have been married to, so once they come to the young age and all, what he does is he want him to get married. So he will get Ambika, Ambalika and Amba. So once these people, they come, Amba was already in love with somebody else. So she was not ready to come and get married to the, brother of Bhishma. So when he get her forcibly, as she will reveal that I'm in love with somebody else, I can't marry you. So likewise, when she go back, that person who Amba has loved, he'll reject her that no, I can't marry you because you went to marry some other man. So likewise, in a rage, she kill herself. So and she'll be born as a Shikandi in the Mahabharata war. So why I'm talking about all these things is on the 11th day of the war, or so when in a matter of a second, Sri Krishna will take a chariot wheel and he will run towards Bhishma Pitamaha, thinking that no way we are going to defeat him. So Arjuna will stop Lord Krishna and he will say, you're losing on yourself. You said you will not fight in the battlefield. Now that you have hold that, the chariot wheel, which is not right. Okay. So on request by Arjuna, Lord Krishna will get pacified, and Bhishma will say to Arjuna that only under one condition I can become unarmed, when I am confronted by the opposite gender. So when he has given that clue, Shikandi will appear in front of Bhishma Pitamaha on 11th day of the war, and when she appears, Arjuna will release the arrows to put rest to Bhishma Pitamaha on the bed of arrows. So still he will not die, he has got that boon that he can leave his body whenever he wants to. So when he was lying on the bed of arrows, his head was lying unsupported. So he will say, so all the Pandavas will come getting some velvet pillow and all to support the Bhishma Pitama. Then he says, no, now only please shoot 2 more arrows to make a pillows for my neck to get supported. So likewise, he will lie down on the bed of arrows, and the Ganga Maya, who is mother of Bhishma Pitamaha, will arouse from the nearby place so that she can wet his mouth continuously by supplying the water. Okay, so likewise, he will survive till Maga Shuddha Ashtami, the 8th day in the lunar calendar. Okay, and he will leave his body at his will. So before he leaves, he has imparted all the administration knowledge, all the military knowledge, what he has learned from his when he went along with his mother, all that to the Pandavas, the Dharmaraju, and other people. At the same time, he has recited the Vishnu Sahasranama, and with Lord Krishna in front of him, reciting the Narayana word, he has left his body. So whosoever think of me, we at the time of death and quit this body, so they will attain me without any doubt. So this is one example about Bhishma Pitamaha. Yes, Vaishnavi, can you please tell about 9 types of bhakti?
Yes, Mataji, yeah.
Yeah.
There are 9 types of bhakti, which are the Shravana, Kirtana, Smarana, Padasevana, Archana, Vandana, Dasya, Sakya, and Atma Nivedana. Shravana is hearing of the God's Leelas and stories. Kirtana is singing his glories. Smarana is remembering of his name and presence. Padasevana is service of his feet. Archana is the worship of God. Vandana is prostration to the Lord. Dasya is the cultivating the bhava of a servant with God. Sakya is the cultivation of the friend. And Atma Nivedana is the complete surrender of the self.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajante ante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. So whatever the state of being one remembers when he quits his body, the state he will attain without fail. So another story about Jada Bharata. So our country is named by Bharat by this great sage Bharata, who once ruled the kingdom. So see, as per 4 ashrama dharma, that brahmacharyam, grahasashrama, then vanaprastha and sannyasashrama. So once you retire yourself from all the responsibilities, then you go to the one sannyasa. So Bharata, when he has taken the retirement from his kingdom, he has handed over all the responsibility to the wife and the kids and all, and he will come to the nearby forest where there is a river, and peacefully he was concentrating on the japa to connect to the Lord. So one day what happened, when he was in the doing his rituals, regular rituals, he will hear a sound of a deer, a pregnant deer which was chased by some wild animal which was stuck in the river, and it was about to deliver the baby. So once he's performing the ritual, he will see that pregnant deer has delivered a baby and left to the heavenly abode. So what he does is, he will feel compassionate toward the small baby deer, and he will get the deer and raise him like his own child. So day by day he was got more attached to that, and wherever he's going, he was just thinking about the deer, whether it is doing fine or not. So even if he's doing a tapa japa, whatever it is, every time it is only reeling under his mind whether some wild animal has attacked it or not, something like that. So somewhere he got deviated in between. At the same time, when the time has come to leave the body, at that time also he was thinking about the deer. So likewise, he will get a deer body in his next life. So he'll remember, so I have done only good things in my previous life. What is the reason why I got the deer body? So then he'll remember this. I was too attached to the deer at the end of my life, which was not right. And that's the reason why I got it. So somehow that he will pass on the deer body and he'll be born in a good Brahmana family. But he will remember what all happened in the past life. So he will decide that he will remain dumb and not respond to anything by any chance. So his father and his siblings, many people try to provoke him by many ways, but still, he will not. He never used to respond to anybody, and he was like, "No, I should remain like this. I should not get wavered off to, and I should not get interact to the material things which are there around me." So likewise, the time has passed, and one day, king will be going in a nearby place and our Bharata will be sitting there. So because he was very inert and not responding to any of the commands or any interaction with the other people, even to his parents and all, his name was turned as a Jada Bharata. Okay, so that day when king was just passing by, one of the palanquin bearers, all of you know the palanquin which is borne by the four people. So one of the palanquin bearer has fallen sick near the place where Jadabharata was sitting. So the one of the palanquin bearer will come and ask Jadabharata, why don't you help us? We are just about to reach the king's place. So, but he will not respond. So they will go and tell the same thing to the king that he is not responding. So the king himself will get down and he will ask him, why don't you please help me out? Because one of our palanquin bearer has fallen sick. But upon requesting by him, he will say he will accept for that and he will bear the palanquin. But at the same time, he was damn sure that he is not hurting any ant or any insect while walking onto the floor. So while doing so, his hands were trembling and he could not maintain the balance. So the king will become furious and he will say, what are you doing? So I asked I asked you a favor. If you don't like it, you would have said no. So why are you troubling by doing a job in a not a proper way? So then he will say, you are very annoying and this is not the way you should speak to me. So maybe you're king, but everybody is equal in the eyes of the God. So when he speak to them, then he will understand that he's speaking to a very learned person. It is all his ignorance out of which he has yielded towards a Jadabharta. So the king will be quite old, So once he go back to his kingdom, he will take the what do you say, Vanaprasad and the sannyasa to progress further in the bhakti. So that is what the story of Jadabharta says. Whatever you think at the time of death, you will reach that. So you should be very, very careful. So once we make a practice of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra from the day one, so when the time comes for us to leave this body, the same thing will come into our consciousness. So that is the only reason that we should make a habit of doing the devotion service and chanting the holy name of the Lord with as early as possible in our age. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna, that is two-handed Shyamasundara form, and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed upon me, you will attain me without any doubt. I just wanted to have you a quick recap of the picture what I have shown you in the past. The 5 horses which are representing the sense organs, and the rope which is controlling is the intelligence and the mind, and the person who is sitting as a charioteer is the Paramatma. If we surrender ourselves, the mind, to Paramatma, he will take care of everything. So the Jivatma who is sitting at the back. This is a picture of Srila Prabhupada who is doing a procession of charity by keeping the idols inside this chariot after the family have returned from the Jagannath Rath Yatra. So there is no time. Most of the people, they say, I'm too young to start the devotion service, but you can begin it at any point of time. Begin your devotion service in the childhood itself by chanting the holy name of the Lord, that is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So he who meditates on the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me and deviates from the path, O son of Partha, is sure to reach me. Is it or not? So daily we are practicing mathematics. So definitely we will get 100 out of 100. If we are practicing whatever the subject is of a choice, definitely we are going to excel in that. Similarly, this is also daily we are chanting the holy name of the Lord. Definitely we have to excel one day or the other. Is it or not? Yeah. So one should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything and he is the maintainer of everything. It's the two-handed Shyam Sundara form of Lord Krishna. So who is God? Krishna is the God. Is he a person? Yes, he is a person. And what is his form? It's a Shyam Sundara. Please make a note of this point because these will be asked in your question. Quiz questions. So these are the references from Srimad Bhagwatam, Brahma Samhita and Mukundamala. These are the various picture of the demigods. So Lord Brahma is meditating on Lord Vishnu, and here Lord Shiva is meditating on Lord Vishnu, and various other demigods who are praying to the Lord, that four-handed Narayana form. And these are the various pictures of sorry, some disturbances there. So these are the various picture of Krishna in a playful mood where he's playing with the cowherd boys and the cow and calves. And here, this picture, I think we have already discussed the story where Lord Krishna was stealing the butter from the neighborhood to feed the hungry monkeys. Yes, there is a beautiful story about a Sudama. One more story today. Krishna and Sudama were childhood friends, because they went to Gurukul together to Sandipani Muni. And Krishna went to Gurukul very late, at the age of 16. Okay. And they had a very good pastime, childhood pastime. They used to spend time together, play together, and learn together. It's a fun going to the Gurukul together. So, and as you all know, once we grow up, we will not be same. We will miss out on our friends. So some people will migrate to different places. So likewise, Sudama will remain at the same place, but Krishna will move on to the Dwarka. So one day, Sudama is a poor Brahman, he will not have enough money or Lakshmi to feed his family. So one day, Sudama's wife will say, see, your friend, Lord Krishna is a great king and your best friends. And why don't you go to him and explain our situation so that he can do some help to us? And of course, we'll have a lot of self-respect to go and ask our friends, especially when you are feeling low and at the same time when you're not in a good position. So likewise, Sudama, what he does is, okay, upon request by his wife, he will make a journey. So what she does is, we don't have anything to give to Krishna, but anyhow, I will just pack a bowl full of, a little bit of a puffed rice, so you can give him as a gift from our side. So he will take that puffed rice and he will go barefoot, and the journey also his legs will get injured because barefoot the thorns will get prick him, and some gravel will be there which will hurt him. Likewise, his foot will be injured in between. At the same time, by the time he reached Dwarka, you can see him, his dress is torn, and totally he was in a emaciated stage. So he will say to the Dwarapalakas, please tell that I have Sudama, Krishna's friend, has come to meet Lord Krishna. So Dwarapalakas will not recognize him because he is such a deteriorated stage, is it or not? So, but anyhow, they will pass on the message to Lord Krishna. So Krishna will come running to Sudama and he will hug him and he will say, what a nice thing has happened today, that you have come all the way to Dwarka to meet me, Sudama. So he will give him a grand welcome and he will take him inside the palace and he will treat him with utmost respect, and he will treat his injured feet. At the same time, he'll give him nice clothes to wear it, and he will feed him personally. So the hospitality of Krishna, so that's a beauty of Lord Krishna. That for his devotees, he will do utmost service. Like for Arjuna, he has become a charioteer, and here he is treating the leg which is injured to Sudama. So for Draupadi, he has given the cloth to cover her body, and Gajendra Moksha. So n number of stories. Excuse me. So n number of stories for his mercy to towards his devotee. So he will treat him with utmost respect, and he will treat him very nice, and he will ask him like, what did you get for me, Sudama? So definitely my sister must have some packed something for me. So Sudama says he's such a great king and he's very rich king. So whatever the gift I got might not be their worth to take. So likewise, he will not say anything. So he will rest as he was tired very much. So Krishna will come in the middle of the night when Sudama was deep asleep, and he will take that puffed rice which he bought from the place. And the moment Krishna will take the puffed rice, all the problems what Sudama and the family had will vanish, and they will be given enough wealth required to survive their lifetime. So the next day morning, Sudama will get up and he will say, yes, thank you for your hospitality, Krishna. It's been nice that I met you after a long time. But somewhere his self-respect will not allow him to ask him anything more. So because he was so well treated, so he will say, yes, nice meeting you, Krishna, and I'll take leave now. So likewise, he will take leave and he will go to his native place. So the moment he reach home, he will be astonished to see that his house is filled with all the required facilities and required things to survive his lifetime for his kids and family. So likewise is the blessings of Lord Krishna. The only thing is that we have to surrender onto the Lord. Rest of the thing he will take care. So a person who accepts the path of devotion service is not bereft of the results derived from studying the Vedas, performing austere sacrifices, giving charity, or pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. At the end, he reaches the supreme abode. Yeah. So this says devotion service path is not result of something, not like we are studying like a regular education, we do study, or some austere sacrifices if you do, or some charity, or some pursuing philosophical fruitivity activity will not. That is a process. But at the end, by doing all these things, we will reach the supreme abode. So how does the supreme abode look like? What exactly it is there? I will just brief you in between little bit. Yes, this is the Goloka chart. And the down what you have, this is the Anantakoti Brahmanda. That means many universe. You're seeing this golden balls, This is one universe. So this is one universe. Likewise, for many universe, you got Vaikunta and you got a Goloka. Okay. So okay, so you got 14 planets, 7 above and 7 below. So now we will discuss about in brief. I will tell you, because this is a lengthy class. This itself will take around 3-4 hours of class, and I don't know to what extent you'll be able to see it. So these are the 14 lokas, somewhere we are in between. You're seeing this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is passing on from here. This is the Bhuloka. Above you have a Bhuvaloka, Tapaloka, Janaloka, all those things. And below you have Atala, Sutala, Tala, Tala, Rasatala, Patala, all those. Okay. And this 3 types of Vishnu will be there. One is a Mahatattva, also called as Karnodaka Sai Vishnu. Second is Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, who will be resting on this ocean. And from his navel arises the Brahma. From Brahma, the Shrishti will arise. And you're seeing the Lakshmi Devi, who is sitting on towards the foot end of the Lord, and she is serving Lord Vishnu. So once he create Brahma, Brahma will create all the hardware. So hardware and software of computer system. Similarly, he will create all the 84 lakh species, and Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu will Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu will put energy, that means life, in all those 84 lakh species. So this is the Dhruva star. Yesterday we have discussed about the Dhruva star. This is distinct from all the 14 lokas, and these are the 7 Sapta ocean, so which is covered by all the 5 elements. Apart from that, you have other things also. And above that, you have a Devi Dham. And above that, you got, what do you say, the Shiva Dham. So this is the restriction, you know. And in detail about this is the Jambu Dvipa and all. So once you're doing prayers, all you people are going to Ganesh Puja and all. So they'll say Jambu Dvipe, Bharata Varshe, Bharata Khande, all those things, you know. So this is the picture which explains about all those things, how it is divided and all. So that will be dealt in detail in adults class. For you, I'm just briefing you. So here it is important is the moment this from the Bhuloka, if you can see a small line is going, this is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is going and crossing to the, this is the Vaikuntha Loka. We spoke about Jaya Vijaya stories about Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, and what do you say, Shishupalaka and Dantavakra. So these are the Dwarapalakas, the Jaya and Vijaya. So as they are cursed with the Sanat Kumars, they will be reborn thrice in the Bhuloka. And so this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this Vaikuntha Dham, 4 dwaras are there, 4 gates are there, and you got a different incarnation of Vishnu, which are arranged in 7 avaranas. Okay, one avarana is the one god is a what is a deity is the Adipati of that avarana. So whatever the Hare Krishna Mahamantra we are chanting, it is going beyond that. So, and it is coming and getting merged in the Goloka. So what is Goloka? This is beyond. For many universe, Anantakoti Brahmanda, for many universe, only one Vaikuntha and one Goloka. So what is there exactly in the Goloka? The feminine energy Radha Devi is there, Lord Krishna is there, and all the petals what you're seeing around this are the what do you say, Gopikas, because love is the highest form of expression. So all the Gopikas have a intense love towards Lord Krishna. So they are floating on the Shweta Deepa. So this is the what is a white color mount Deepa, that is mountain like, on which this is floating. And you got all the Vedas which are there in the 4 corners. So everything is explained again in detail, like what are this, each petal represent what, and what are the in details about it, and everything. There are different colors to it. What does each color hue means? All those things. Which color represents what? Say suppose Madhurya Rasa is yellow, Vatsalya Rasa means that is what do you say? Little bit deep yellow, turmeric yellow, I can say. Sakhya Rasa is the red, and Dasya Rasa is pink, and yeah, Shanta Rasa is a blue. Likewise, each petal of this represent a different this thing. So, and this picture shows different avatars, different incarnations of Lord, all the 32 avatars, and what are the Leela avatars, what are the different avatars as per the requirements, all those things. So this will be dealt in detail in adults class for you. The only benefit I wanted to say is, like for Anantakoti Brahmanda, only one Krishna Loka is there. Okay, for each Loka you got one Vishnu, one Brahma, one Lord Shiva, so one Devi Dham will be there. So many people have a doubt. Yes, if we are meditating or worshipping the demigods, so what is the difference between worshipping Lord Krishna and the demigods? So if you are worshipping the demigods, you will reach only to the what do you say, these levels. Okay, you will not go beyond this, or you will not go to Vaikuntha or the Goloka. But our ultimate thing is that we have to go beyond Vaikuntha. Why? Because you have seen that we have discussed about the stories of Jaya Vijaya. Even after going to Vaikuntha, they have to come back to the earth and relive their life. So, but people who have gone to Goloka, they haven't come back. So that is written in a scripture, because they are all relieved from the cycle of birth and death. So that is why the only thing in Kali Yuga Dharma is to chant the holy name of the Lord, and that is possible. And that is a good thing about this, is that we got an opportunity to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and get relief from all those things. So So our dharma is only to chant the holy name of the Lord. Before that, we have to say the one time of Panchatattva Mahamantra, followed by Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If possibly, do it one time, or depending on your convenience, you can increase the dose. And again, you conclude it by saying the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, this is all the Kali Yuga Dharma. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Mantaji, can I unmute for doubts?
Yes, I think it was a bit elaborative for today.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Taranya.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, in the Goloka chart, below the pink lotus, I saw something like Ayodhya. What is that, Mataji?
Yes, there are 3 lines, you know. One is Mathura, one is Ayodhya, one is Jagannath Puri.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Subramaniam.
Mataji, I have a little bit different kind of doubt, Mataji.
Yes.
After my mother would say one thing, Mataji. Mataji, now my doubt is, Mataji, this ISKCON and all are doing that Krishna toys, no, Mataji, like they do Krishna and Radha dolls, no, Mataji. And even the children would play, no, Mataji. And even my mother would say, gods are not like toys, then why are they doing like that, Mataji?
Toys, sir.
Yes, Mataji, my mother would tell me like that, gods are not like toys, then don't do like that. She would tell like that. That ISKCON will create some Krishna and Radha dolls, no, Mataji.
That is to depict, ma. That is to for worship, deity worship, and for exhibition, to keep in your wardrobe or keep in your car, the personal space.
No, Mataji, not that one, for kids. I have seen so many things.
It's okay.
No, Mataji, it is like they're using gods like toys. That was my
See, okay, fine. You answer me this. What does Lord Krishna say in 10th chapter, Subramanya? You have been attending for a long time, no?
Yes, Mataji.
What does he say?
Mataji, should I say everything?
No. With respect to your question only, you say me.
Mataji, if you say like this, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. See, he will say he's there in all the living and non-living things.
Yes, Mataji.
If we are making some dolls out of some piece, which we are dressing it like a Krishna or Radha or something like that, Krishna is there in that also. He's there in everything. What all is there in around? He's there in the sari which I am wearing. He's there in the headphones which I am wearing now. He's there in the all the devices which you people are handling it now. So everything of Krishna is there. You should have their eyes. You should have the divine eyes to see that. Is it or not? If you don't have the divineness, you will see everything wrong.
No, not like that, Mataji. Why should we use a god like toys? We could use like we should.
What's wrong? What's wrong in using the toys?
No, Mataji, it's like if some kids are destroyed, then what will happen?
No issue.
Like
God is there to take care of us. Who we are to judge that?
No, Mataji, suddenly it's like
No. See, kids will do it, ma. God knows whether they're doing willfully or they're doing just like this. Okay? So we need not worry about all those things. Our duty is only to do our work and meditate upon the Lord. Rest of the thing we should leave it to Lord Krishna. He will take care of everything.
Okay, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, my second doubt is Mataji. Mataji, can children also do puja now?
Why not? We have seen Srila Prabhupada picture. He started doing the Rath Yatra at the age of 5. Why you people can't do it? Definitely.
Mataji, even in the Ganesh Chaturthi, they don't allow us to touch also the Tardi plate and all.
So okay, depend from person, place to place. But any time is, age is not just a number. You can do it, ma.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Thank
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Ameya.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, my doubt is that Krishna and his wife were living in Dwarka. But Mataji, now where is Dwarka?
Dwarka, they say it got submerged in the Arabian Sea, no?
But Mataji, why
There is
that?
a
Because
story
it's
behind that. There is a story behind that, I think. I exactly don't know the details.
because that lok was made by Krishna, but Krishna's own thing has gone into this ocean. So
No, not like that. See, whatever we try to see is in a mode, like say, suppose if you are there in a mode of goodness, you see only good. If you are there in a mode of passion, you will see that. If you are there in a mode of ignorance, you'll try to see the same. See, we can also think like that. Maybe something very mystical thing is there, which is beyond the understanding of the human being of the Kali Yuga. That is the reason why Lord has submerged himself into that Arabian Sea.
Mataji.
Yeah, if some famous jewels and some precious gems, all those, they say there are so many
Yes,
gems and jewels,
Mataji.
everything is there in Kali Yuga. If anybody find that, so do you think we will kill each other to get all those things? Is it or not? So because it is a Kali Yuga, so we are so much attracted to the material things, and Maya is riding us. So maybe thinking all that things, he might have submerged Dwaraka.
Yes, Mataji.
So, and there may be so many mystical things which is beyond understanding of a human being. So all those things will be there. It's not like Krishna's Dwaraka has submerged, not like that. There is a story, something science behind, and it should be in such a way that people should feel scary to go to that place. It's not like if it's accessible like any other place and all, people will exploit the situation because it's very, very difficult to control once it goes out of your hands. So maybe the reason why.
Okay, Mataji.
That's my point of view.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Next. Hare Krishna, Yashash.
Ma'am, Mataji, I know why it's submerged because Gandhari gave a curse that Krishna's army will only fight each other and all of them will kill themselves and the whole kingdom will get submerged. But there is a part of it in Gujarat. I went there.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, Mataji. Next, Subramaniam. Hare Krishna, Subramaniam.
Mataji, have a doubt, Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji, can kids fast for Ekadashi?
Too young. It's because you are in a growing stage now. Your body requires nutrients. Once you become 18, it is ideal for you to fast.
Okay.
It will hamper your growth, height and weight, everything.
Mataji, that means even Prabhupada did not do like that?
No.
Oh, okay, Mataji. I was thinking he was a sincere devotee, no, Mataji.
No, Dhruv Maharaj did because the scripture says, but nowhere Prabhupada did. I haven't read that. He became serious devotee. Yes, the devotion service is there from them, but once he has become to certain age, then he started becoming serious about the devotion. Not except for Dhruv Maharaj, I didn't see anybody who is fasting actually.
Yes, Mataji. Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Next. Hare Krishna, Aratrika.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I have a question only based on Ekadashi. Why do we not take grains on this day?
There's a story behind that, ma. Shall I say you on the day of Ekadashi? Tomorrow is Ashtami, Dashami, Navami, Dashami, and Ekadashi. Okay, we'll say Ambarish Maharaj story at the same time. We will discuss little bit detail about that. Okay.
Amen.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Vaishnavi, no more questions today?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuve vacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you, co-host and participants, for your active participation. See you all tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Hare Krishna.